Okay, I think we are live. Yes, great. All right, and make sure this is in so you can hear me. Trying to jump to the phone. Good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to my daily Facebook Live. My name is Barry Selby, known as the Love Doctor to my friends. Haven't said that for a while. I am best-selling author, speaker, and relationship attraction expert, helping strong, successful women find balance in love, life, and business. I'm also a passionate champion for the divine feminine. Got that out of the way. Let's get to today's topic. These are, by the way, my daily Facebook Live talks, and this is Messieurs and Masculine number 116. It's getting like crazy. It keeps saying these numbers getting bigger and bigger. And today's topic, I was just literally putting in what I'm going to talk about today, and as I was writing it into the title, I was like, someday your prince will come. No, someday your prince will probably find somebody else. So that's what I'm going to talk about today. Literally, it's that spontaneous. So I appreciate you being here and watching. If you have any questions or thoughts, please let me know. This is a Facebook Live initially, or that will be on YouTube later on. So if you're watching on YouTube, it was on Facebook Live earlier. That's the way time works. And the topic today is it's got a two-pronged approach. I'm very aware that there are people out there, well, I should say in the context, women out there, who've had this childhood fantasy like Cinderella or Snow White, that their prince will suddenly come rushing up and save them from the life of drudgery they lead. Is that really going to happen? Or, the other context that I'm going to spin from, because I'm looking at this from two angles, is that because they don't believe that the prince will come, they'll settle for something less, which is kind of the two extremes and maybe opposites. But I want to blow them both up to give you a third option that I think is a lot healthier and more likely. First of all, most princes are inbred. I had to play this one out. Being raised in England, I know a lot about the European history because we were raised on it in school. And just to blow up the whole thing about princes in the first place, most of the royal family, the blue bloods as they were called, were inbred. And a lot of the princes were actually written out of history. So before you start thinking, oh great, my prince will come, I'll get my prince, like, maybe you don't want that. Because most princes, to be blunt, aren't like they are in the fantasies and the cartoons or the fables and fairy tales. They're actually dicks, to put it simply. So to look for your prince, maybe not the way to do it. On the other side of things, because as I said at the beginning, I'm talking about both your prince is going to find somebody else and you won't find them, or that you don't think you'll ever have one, so you'll settle for less, which is kind of in a way the two sides of the same coin. If you think you should settle for something less, that's a mistaken approach. To be honest, having just said what I said about princes, you might want to shoot higher than that and get what you really want. To speak in a sense of archetypes, if you value who you are as a woman, as a queen, then you should be looking at a king, not a prince. So try that one off for size. I'm not going to get in the whole conversation about that. I talked about that one a while ago. It may come up again, but I talked about that a month or two ago about the evolution of masculine and feminine archetypes and how it's queens and kings, not princes and princesses. But that's another topic. But what I do speak to is, as I get stuck in my thoughts going, what am I going to say now? Is the context of knowing what you really want and then being clear about how to attract it. And I've talked about this in length yesterday, so if you didn't watch yesterday's broadcast, I highly recommend you go back and watch number 115, which was yesterday, which was on the topic of why be single, I think. Yeah, I think it's why be single. It might not have been yesterday's, but do me a favor and watch it, because it was definitely something that I was sharing about. I'm being polite. I'm editing and censoring some of the things I'm saying just to be polite, because I don't want to be blunt. It's a Monday. I'm being nice today. As I'm running off the deep end. So, getting back on track. Ladies, you shouldn't be looking for a prince. I'll put it that way. What I do invite you to do is to define what you really want and deserve in a relationship that is not some fantasy, but also not some settling for. between the fantasy, excuse me, beyond the fantasy, which is somewhat delusional, and because it's fantasy, and the settling for less than you deserve, there's a much better place to be, which is higher than the prince, as I said, it's like the king, but it's also more evolved, more mature, and more aligned to where you really want to go. So, I don't want to pitch my program again, because I've been doing it the last few days, but I'll put the link in below afterwards, so if you want to check it out, you can. But I want to make sure you get clear that you ladies have a gift. Yes, you have a gift. You have the gift of being able to attract what you really want and getting clear about what you want and create that vision into a reality. Let me try that one again. I think I made sense in there, but let me try it again. You have this gift or this talent of being able to manifest what you want by attracting it to you. And if you have a clear vision of what that is you want to attract, it can happen more easily. That's clearer. And for many of you ladies out there, you don't do that. As I said in previous broadcasts, you basically go into the smartphone apps and swipe away and hopefully meet somebody you like. Wrong approach. You don't want to go out looking for something hoping the target will appear. You want to get clear about where you want to go in the first place. And by getting clear about what you want in the first place, again, ladies, this is your skill, which is it's a feminine skill that most women have the ability to attract access. We men don't have as much access to that naturally without practice. I'm not going to go into that now. That's another conversation I'm saving for later. And I've said before, actually. But what the power you have as a woman is the ability to get clear about what you want and then turn on the ability to attract it so it becomes drawn to you. Sounds easy in a way, but it's not, because the truth is you attract everything you put intention on. And if you're not clear about what you're focusing on, as you don't focus your lens or your sights, you get so much stuff coming at you that's not going to be what you want, which you may have experienced in past relationships. I wonder how many of those you've experienced. So my point that I want to make succinctly about this is you may have had some bad choices in the past. You may have made some, what's the word I'm looking for? You may have made some mistakes in the past that you regret. And you may have felt that you can't do any better than that. That last part isn't true. Yes, you may have made mistakes in the past. You may have made bad choices in the past. The truth, as always, is you have freedom to create your reality in this moment going forward. Now, if you're going to keep repeating past patterns, then so be it, but you don't have to do that. If you get a clear vision of what you want to attract, get clear about the picture you want to manifest, get clear about the relationship you want to explore, not just in how the relationship looks or what he looks like, but more importantly, how it feels to be together. Because the truth is the power of your attraction and your manifestation skills is built on your ability to feel. That's why it's a feminine skill more than a masculine skill. It's a feeling level ability that resonates, like a frequency that creates a harmony. I'm using interesting analogies today, but that's the way it's going to be. So as you vibrate a certain frequency, you find things that match that frequency. That's a law of attraction thing from Abraham Hicks. And if you get clear about what you want to be and you raise the vibration to where you want to go, you won't attract this anymore. You'll attract at this level. So your ability to attract what you really want in a relationship is predicated on your ability to focus your own magnetic feeling energy. Ooh, what's that, I wonder? The program I created, which I'm not going to talk about here, but again, I'll put the link below, goes into that in more detail. But I want to make sure you have these tips. You can do this on your own without even going to my program if you don't want it. But I wanted to just drop some seeds for you to think about. So clear picture of what you want. Shoot higher than a prince. You can now go for a king. Get clear about what you really do want and how it feels to have that. And then sit in that energy for a while. Embrace it and attract it in. And you'll be amazed at what starts showing up in your life. Start small, for example. In fact, start with something. It could be a social engagement. It could be getting someone to smile at you in the street. It could be something where somebody gives you something. Explore something small as an experiment, see how this works, because you have this ability naturally, ladies. It's in your gifts and talents that are innate within you. But you can attract whatever you want. But it's good if you're clear, because if you're not clear what you want, you'll get fuzzy stuff showing up, as it were. So specificity helps, but also setting it in a place where it's a baseline. So you're saying, whatever I want is this or something better. If you held that intention, you tend to attract what's in that range, which is this or something better. That's a gift you have, an ability you have, there's a power. We as the masculine, in the male body type, tend to be more about focusing on a target and going for the target where we do pursuing. That's where men pursue relationship, women when you're naturally in your feminine, attract relationship. And that's what many women have forgotten to do. So this is a reminder. This is simple. This is a very... I'm realizing now as I finish this, I did more detail over the weekends. If you want to watch my previous 2 broadcasts, well, okay, 3 broadcasts, that were Friday, Saturday, Sunday, which was 1:15, 14, and 13. This is 1:16. I go into more detail there. So this is just kind of a highlight, headline, edited teaching to help you get what you want. So if you want love and relationship the way you want it, then you can manifest it. Don't think that you're just going on a smartphone app and swiping, it will show up. And don't think you can't have it, because it's not true. You can. But it starts inside, not out there. You want to find out more? Reach out to me. You want questions answered? Please put in the comments below. I'll answer them later on. If you're on YouTube, same thing applies on Facebook Live. And if you have desire for getting support and help in this area, you know by now, I hope, after seeing 116 broadcasts, I've got some skills. I can help you with this. Thank you for watching this broadcast, by the way. And if you do want to share this out with somebody else who maybe is antsy in this area, wants some help in this area, please share this broadcast with them. And if you want to get more help, reach out to me. Again, my previous broadcasts, as always, I share are on my business page on Facebook, on my YouTube channel, and my name, Barry Selby, under the Messages from the Masculine playlist, and also on my website, barryselby.com, on the video blog page. If you have any questions, reach out. I'm here to support you, and as always, as I remind you every day, take care of yourself first, so you can then take care of somebody else. Be well. Take care. I'll see you again tomorrow.